What we're going to talk about today is the difference between a regular life insurance policy and one designed as an infinite banking policy. The first thing that you need to be very careful about is that you can only design a true infinite banking policy by using a dividend-paying whole life insurance policy from a mutual company. There's a lot of misinformation out there, with some people telling you that you can use indexed universal life contracts, and other types of policies, and that simply is not true. The Nelson Nash Institute, which trains infinite banking practitioners, makes it very clear that we are only allowed to use a whole life insurance contract that pays dividends from a mutual life insurance company. This is very important for a number of reasons, which we can discuss in a future video. Another important aspect is non-direct recognition, and I will point that out when we're looking at these two illustrations. So let's look at the illustrations. What I'm using is a $25,000 annual contribution for each contract. The one on the left, labeled Prestige 102, represents the type of contract you might receive if you went to your insurance agent and said, "I heard that you can use a whole life insurance policy to put money in, borrow against it, buy cars, and pay it back, and it'll be a really good deal." Your insurance agent might say, "Sure, I've got that type of contract," and then place you into this policy. As you can see, it has a $25,000 annual premium. But note something very important. If you go over to the far right side where it says net cash value, you'll see that in the first year, it's $0. In the second year, it's $1,604, and so on. By year 5, you've only accumulated $56,000 in cash value in that contract. While this is a good basic life insurance policy, it is not an infinite banking policy. Yes, it does generate over $1.5 million in death benefit, but that's not why you do infinite banking. The goal of infinite banking is to generate cash value inside a contract that you can use to recapture your costs. Now, let's look at the second policy on the right-hand side, labeled Prestige Value 4. This is a policy properly designed as an infinite banking policy. You can see that we're using the same $25,000 of annual premium, but in year 1, instead of having no cash value, it has over $14,000 of cash value in the contract. The reason it does is that we're using what's called a flexible premium paid up additions rider to generate cash value. What you'll also notice is that this policy does not have a death benefit of $1.5 or $1.6 million. The death benefit is only $891,000. What happened? As an infinite banking practitioner, we took a large portion of your money and put it directly into the cash value in the early years to benefit you, thereby reducing the death benefit. What this means for you is that you have the ability to use this contract and borrow over the years with much more cash value than you would have had in a standardized contract. Now, the reason you don't see this type of policy very often is that it impacts the agent's commission. The agents get paid on the portion of the premium that goes towards the death benefit. So in the policy on the left, the Prestige 100, the full $25,000 generates a lot more death benefit, but no cash value. So the agent is going to get paid a commission on the entire $25,000. In an infinite banking design contract, of the $25,000 that you're putting in, the agent is only getting paid on about $10,000 of that. The rest of the money goes back into your pocket. So when designing an infinite banking policy, the emphasis is on putting cash value in your pocket early so that you can generate more cash value and use it to borrow and recapture more expenses. Any other policy that isn't designed in this manner is not an infinite banking policy. Thank you for watching this introductory video on the infinite banking concept. If you liked it and want to see others like it, then click the button below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Or, if you want to book an appointment with us, you can click the link in the description.